For too long, policing has been and is still seen to be a male dominated profession. Across the world, women are seen to be unsuited and incapable of fighting crime. For the most part, women who enter the police force are primarily expected to deal with women and children in need of protection. But things are slowly changing. Today, governments and police departments across the globe are seeking to recruit policewomen for various roles and responsibilities. In India too, the role of women in policing is expanding. In 2009, the Indian government adopted a target of 33% representation of women in the police. Many states have adopted similar targets, and as a result, the proportion of women in the police has gone up nationally from 4% in 2009 to over 10% in 2021. Moreover, recent reforms in criminal procedure have expanded the functions that only women personnel within the police services are required to perform. These make it mandatory for states to ensure the presence of policewomen in every police station. To make sure such measures are implemented on the ground, it is important to first know how these functions are defined in law. Let us take a look. Following the Criminal Law Act of 2013, when a woman makes a police complaint alleging select crimes defined under the Indian Penal Code, the complaint must be recorded by a woman police officer or any woman officer. The crimes include cases of sexual harassment, rape, stalking, voluntary throwing or attempting to throw acid, sexual intercourse by a person in authority, and many other cases. The officer who receives this information must ensure that the FIR is registered immediately so that the investigation can begin without delay. Note that failure to do so is a punishable offence under Section 166 IPC and could lead to rigorous imprisonment of up to 2 years. In cases involving investigation of sexual offences against women and children, the role of women police is much more prominent. The functions of women police include recording the statement of a woman survivor of rape in a place of the survivor's choice and in the presence of her parents, guardians, or a local social worker. And in cases involving sexual offences of children, the statement from the survivor must be recorded in the child's home or their place of choice and by a woman police officer not below the rank of sub-inspector. In cases involving rape, getting the statement of a woman survivor recorded before a judicial magistrate and ensuring her medical examination within 24 hours, if the woman consents, should also be ideally carried out by a woman police officer. If the Juvenile Justice Board or the Children Welfare Committee decides to transfer a case to the child's home district, women police personnel must accompany the child. Specific roles are also laid out while conducting search and interrogation of female suspects or victims. A search on a female arrestee must only be carried out by a female officer. Under the Immoral Trafficking Act 1956, when the police carry out an urgent search of any premise where suspicious activities are believed to be taking place, at least 2 women police officers must accompany the designated special police officer to conduct the search without a warrant. If the police have grounds for removing any woman or girl from such a premise, a woman police officer must carry out the interrogation of the concerned woman or girl. Women police also have specific roles while carrying out arrests involving women and children. If a woman suspect does not voluntarily submit to arrest, only a woman police officer can ensure her arrest through physical contact. In cases where women suspects have to be arrested after sunset and before sunrise, the arresting officer must be a woman and she must seek prior permission of the judicial magistrate in whose jurisdiction the offence is committed. From recording statements, conducting interrogation, carrying out arrests to accompanying the suspects and survivors, the statutory obligations of women police are legally defined. At present, most state police forces lack the numbers of women personnel needed to meet these statutory obligations. As of 2021, women constitute only 10% of the total police strength in India and only 7% of the ranks primarily responsible for crime investigation. The government has issued several advisories, guidelines, and standards to promote the role of women in policing. These aim to ensure many more women sub-inspectors and constables in every police station. Recruiting more women is an urgent need, not only to improve police response to women and children, but to strengthen policing in general and for better maintenance of law and order in our country.